It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And tonight, we get to see DeAndre Jordan. Kenny's come a long way since being drafted in the second round back in 2008.
Man, I can't believe he's been in the league over a decade. That's amazing. Either you're getting old or he's
I'm not getting old. I'm not aging at all.
One of you guys are getting old. But he went from a project to an NBA All-Star.
Excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Most of his points come within 5 feet of the basket. Drafted in the second round. But guess what? Kenny's got the $200 million.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
Ready?
So Dallas will get the first possession. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. And the basket by Ingles.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
Smith the pass to Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And here's Rubio. Passes to Favors. Over Nowitzki. No good off the back of the rim. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Nails it from the high post. Doncic has got his first basket of the night. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Now Rubio. 26 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Gobert against Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. Jordan knocks it away.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. Rubio's got his first 2 points. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Looking forward to seeing these two franchises square off in what should be a thrilling first game.
For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Barnes against Ingles. Puts it up from 12. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Doncic kicks to Smith. Barnes outside. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Back to Favors. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Barnes. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 7. Rubio finds Favors. And here is Mitchell, defended by Nowitzki. Gobert down low. He's against Jordan. Pass to Ingles. Lock at 6. And that one's good by Favors.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Barnes outside. Back to Smith. Here's Doncic. Off target from outside. Utah with the ball. Trailing by 5. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, 16 points for him. And it's Smith missing. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell passes to Favors. Rubio against Smith. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Smith, no luck. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The wide open look here for Ingles. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got 5 points so far. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Start it.
Steve, a guy who can give you a lot of things, Joe Ingles, but it all starts with that jump shot.
You're right. He's very efficient from range. That opens up the floor, creates driving lanes and passing angles. Invaluable to this offense.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. DeAndre Jordan is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
It's stolen by Ingles. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he gets it back. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Back to Favors. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Fires from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
That one good for 2. He's got 11.
Just an incredible display from Barnes. Always capable of fooling the defense with the dribble move.
Now, here's Rubio. Goes up from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. Rubio's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic passes to Smith. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And so assured. Can't give an inch of breathing room to Smith Jr. That's when he strikes.
Now, here's Mitchell. 29 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
That one drops for him. 6 points for Ricky Rubio.
A tricky cover in that mid-range area. Rubio, with good ball skills, can hurt you in a number of ways.
Smith kicks to Barnes. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Matthews comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Dennis Smith. The Jazz also changing it up. Crowder, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Alec Burks subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Now, here's Burks. And the pass to Rubio. Outside Crowder. At the top of the key, Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. He had a nice open look right there. Now it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Matthews against Cephalosha. Matthews finds Barea. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years. Has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
And both free throws good for Barea. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to New Orleans.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
Cephalosha misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Down low, here's Barnes. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside Crowder. Udo up top. Just 5 on the clock. Mejri with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Powell. Good work there as it goes. Powell's got his first points of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now here is Cephalosha. No points in the game yet for him. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, with Barnes, beyond what he does on the floor, he does everything right off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, this organization just loves his intangibles and demeanor as a leader. Incredible work ethic that allows him to keep refining his game. Still very young and is growing into the player this team hoped he'd be.
Barnes hits them both.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Burks against Matthews. Now, here's Burks. Tight defense on him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A tremendous athlete. Unfortunately for Burks, he has had some bouts with injuries, but he's a guy who can take over stretches with his length and quickness.
The first free throw is good. Well, Alec Burks, he's just one of those guys you just love to watch attack the rim and attack that defense.
Yes, he's a nice ball handler, can create his own offense. He can get to the rim, and he gets to the line. He only needs a better jump shot to take the next step.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
Matthews with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Cephalosha with the steal. Rubio in the corner. Releases, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Rubio's got 11 points.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
Matthews dishes to Barea. Back to Matthews. He kicks it to Barea. Shot clock at 6. Sweet little floater. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rubio outside. Pass to Udo. Now Burks. With the floater, got a piece of it. They retain possession, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Barea against Rubio. And Matthews kicks to Powell. Burks against Matthews. Off target from the baseline. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Rubio. Udo, the pass to Cephalosha. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Crowder. Cephalosha against Barnes. Cephalosha with it. Takes a three. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Barnes against Cephalosha. Barnes finds Matthews. Missed inside. Harrison Barnes getting it done for Dallas. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Wesley Matthews in his 4th season with the Mavericks, talking about what attracted him to Dallas in the first place.
They showed the most faith in me. You know, they weren't scared off by the injury. They showed faith in the person that I was, the player who I was, and, you know, they saw a need for me, a championship franchise and, you know, a great city, so it was just a match.
Coming off that Achilles injury in Portland, Dallas wasn't shy offering him, Greg, that big contract.
And he's now in a contract year. We'll see if he continues to be a part of their long-term plans.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Cephalosha. Alec Burks is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Udoh in at the 5. Now here's Matthews. 9-point game his last outing. Shoots the 3. That shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. Well, Steve, you look at the core of this Jazz team, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, still very young.
Mitchell, obviously the youngest, but the Jazz have a good amount of players just entering their prime. The front office has done a great job of identifying talent in the draft and developing it.
Well, Steve, to play in the NBA, you need to be in peak shape. Talk about your diet and workout regimen back when you were in the game.
I will give myself an A+ for workout regimen back in the day, Kevin.
Wow.
And then that diet part, I would say C-.
That was a D.
Yeah, you got it right. I would say a D. I try to give myself a little credit and say C-. I would say I love to see right now the cross workouts right now with guys doing Pilates, yoga, swimming. They're trying different things.
The Mavericks trailing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Mejri. Here's Powell. Barnes trying to free himself up. Basket good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Matthews. Utah also making some changes. Favors comes in for Udoh. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ricky Rubio. The Mavericks shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Smith kicks to Barnes. Back to Smith. With some arc, he lays it in. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Barnes against O'Neal. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Alec Burks. Mitchell against Smith. From deep, Ingles drains it from beyond the arc. Ingles has got 8 points.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Mitchell outside. Ingles in the corner. Mejri with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
The Jazz making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. The Mavericks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
One shot.
A different look for Dallas. DeAndre Jordan comes in for measure. And it's Nowitzki in for Dwight Powell. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Smith on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Offensive rebound, Jordan. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. Had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. Closed the deal this time around. Still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside.
We often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But, Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Barea dishes to Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And this is one of Smith's strengths, his ability to attack and cut through the defense and just finishing with ease at the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. Ingles passes to Crowder. Over Nowitzki. Shot by Crowder, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Smith up top, defended by Crowder. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Here's Doncic. No good on that one. Great D that time from Favors. Now, here is O'Neal. Defense right on him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
The minute you back down, everyone can sense it. Then you're in trouble.
Mavericks trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jordan finds Barea. Nowitzki with it. Here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. No good with the wing jumper.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Outer dishes to Mitchell. It's stolen by Barea. Mitchell against Smith. And Doncic gets it to go.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Now, here is O'Neal. He has 5. Barea against Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Rudy Gobert. Hey, what's the news?
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He won't be returning to this game, and he may be out for a long time. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Lets it go with a 3. Utah with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game. A floater and the basket by Ingles. And now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Barea against Ingles. Barea kicks to Jordan. Dallas moving it around. Here's Smith. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Crowder. Smith against Mitchell. And Jordan sends it back. Smith outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Now, here is O'Neal, guarded closely. To the paint, here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
Now, here's Barea. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Smith, the pass to Barea. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Barea. He's got 8. Out to the wing. Here's Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Well, Steve, talk about leadership. Some guys are extremely vocal. Name some guys that prefer to lead by example, that aren't all talk, but watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say the first in mind, because he's never vocal, is Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
Another miss by Utah.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Smith against Rubio. Doncic dishes to Barnes. Matthews left side. Shoots over Burks. And the shot falls short this time. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
They need to keep getting the ball to Barnes. When he's got the hot hand, he's a very difficult player to slow down.
Rubio outside. Matthews with the steal. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Jazz trail by 5. 1:29 left to play here in the half. Cephalosha finds Rubio. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Barnes against Crowder. Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Utah. Crowder, the pass to Rubio. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, I love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Pass to Doncic. The kick out to Matthews. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Rubio. 13 points in the game. Outside Crowder. Cephalosha dishes to Rubio. Rubio missing again. Dallas leading by 6. Now here is Smith. 20 points for him last game against Toronto. And here's Barnes for 3. Poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Tipped away, and Utah has possession. And here's Rubio. Right side Crowder to the inside. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been finding me. I've just been trying to just run hard, make good backdoor cuts, running in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Harrison Barnes led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Cars crossing back and forth over the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge as we welcome you back to Dallas. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jazz trail by 3. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Now, here is Smith. Udo missing his last shot. Rubio looking it over. Dishes to Mitchell. Now Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Mavs. Utah shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And there's the pass to Favors. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. That one doesn't drop. Mavericks leading by 5. Inside, stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Pops it up for Favors. And Utah turns it over again.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. He had a strong showing last season. 12th in steals, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes. Always a threat to create a turnover. Smith outside. Knocked away. He had stolen by Ingles. Kicks to Rubio. Pass to Udo. Mitchell with it, guarded by Jordan. Now Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Lets it fly from 18. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 6.
Mitchell's really been working on getting free off the ball and being accurate off the catch and shoot.
And being a part of one of the better...
That's what I'm talking about. Wow. That was nice.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. That's tipped. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Barnes against Ingles. Barnes can't get it to go.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
And stolen by Nowitzki. Smith scanning the floor. The feed to Barnes. Back to Smith. And he converts the layup. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Down low, Udo lays it in without an inch of room around him.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Feeds it to Doncic. Over Mitchell. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Not the most comfortable shot for Rubio, but give him credit. He doesn't turn it down.
Smith against Rubio. Smith finds Barnes. Back to Smith. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Smith's got 15 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Measuring, he's checked in for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And a switcher also for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Udo. Here is Favors. Mitchell outside. O'Neal kicks to Favors. 5 to shoot. The drive by Mitchell.
And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms, and is very quick off his feet.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Dallas making a switch here. Berea's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Cephalosha's checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. Berea with it. He's got 8. Poked loose. Here's Rubio. It's good. This game is all even. 18 points for him.
Under heavy fire, Rubio keeps his cool, finds a way to score.
Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Berea, the pass to Barnes. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Barnes. Over in the corner, Doncic. Stolen by Mitchell.
Yeah, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
He kicks to Rubio. Fader on the way, and Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Rubio. 6 points for Derek Favors. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Doncic. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Doncic kicks to Measuring. Berea with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Barnes can't get it to go, and it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Rubio finds Cephalosha. Outside Favors. Now the pass to Rubio. On the wing, Cephalosha. Just 5 to shoot. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Barnes outside. O'Neal comes with the double team. Here's Doncic. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Rubio outside. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way. Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Cephalosha with the steal. Barea against Rubio. Cephalosha has the open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Cephalosha's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They get a hand on it. Powell kicks to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for J.J. Barea. How he performed last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense. He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. Here's Favors, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Mavericks trail by 5. Barea, the pass to Mejri. And here's Barnes for 3. Rubio with the rebound, and it's Utah's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Mejri with the steal. Barea looking over the floor. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Barea's got 11 points.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Utah calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Dallas making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Then for the Jazz, Crowder, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Burks in for Mitchell. Pass to Rubio. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Doncic, defended by Crowder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
That one drops. He ties it up. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Clock at 6. Here's Rubio. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
And the outside shot finally starting to come around for Ricky Rubio.
Yes, Kevin, he'll never be a pure shooter, but you have to like the improvement. Last year, he hit 35% of his threes, the highest number of his career, and he shot more threes than ever before.
So it's the Mavericks now. And here's Barea, 11 points in the game. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his third foul of the game. Here's measuring, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Derek Favors. The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now Rubio, 21 points in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
In the corner, Cephalosha with it. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists now in the game. Mavericks trail by 6. 1:14 left to play in the third. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Rubio finds Crowder. Cephalosha with it. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. Doesn't go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Barea. He's got 11. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Powell for the tie. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Utah leading by 3.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Rubio against Barea. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Utah with the ball. Another miss by Utah. Ricky Rubio has been leading the charge for Utah. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. The forwards are Ingles and Crowder. Ricky Rubio is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. The kick out to Matthews.
And pressing a bit here, down in the game, trying to use the three-point shot to get back into it, and instead it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Up top, Burks. He's covered by Matthews. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Crowder, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I mean, a beautiful combination of power and concentration. Crowder as relentless as they come.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
One shot.
And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is, the one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
Offensive rebound. Ingles kicks to Burks. Outside Favors. Doubled by Smith. From deep, Ingles. The Mavericks pull it in. Down low. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that is why DeAndre is such a high percentage shooter. Wow.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Burks with it. Matthews covering. Here's Favors. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Favors has got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz. Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Crowder the pass to Rubio. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And now an 8-point Jazz lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jordan finds Matthews, and Matthews throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Rubio against Smith. 5 to shoot, doubled by Smith. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
And Matthews kicks to Smith. Knocked away. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Tries it from the top of the key. Ingles can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 9. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Basket counts. Doncic has got 20 points.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Rubio, the pass to Crowder. Here's Burks. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Matthews has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes the 13-footer. That one wide left.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Another miss by Utah. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Smith, no luck. Jazz leading by 7. Now, here's Burks. Passes it to Ingles. He kicks it to Crowder. Rubio finds Burks. From deep three-point range. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Doncic. Utah with the rebound. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For 3, bangs home the trifecta. Crowder's got 9 points now in just the second half.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Dallas calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Doncic. The Jazz also changing it up. Cephalosha comes in for Crowder, and it's Mitchell in for Alec Burks. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. Good D by Matthews.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
He had stolen by Ingles. Here we go, all alone. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
And Wes Matthews, that veteran wing from Marquette, has always been a strong 3-and-D player since coming into the league back in '09. Year in and year out, it is a great source of long-range shooting.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And with Matthews, his consistency from outside over his career, Greg, is remarkable.
You know, some guys have good years and then down years, but Matthews just seems to always be on. I mean, you can write him in for about 150 or more threes every season. To have his kind of shooting percentages on his volume for a career is really rare in the NBA.
Got to give credit to Barnes there. Masterful job collecting speed on the drive and punching it through the basket.
Smith against Rubio. Pass to Ingles. Six to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
It was a long and winding road to the NBA for Ingles. Played in Australia, Spain, and Israel. finally got his chance with the Clippers and then the Jazz in 2014.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And Steve, talking about Ingles, once he did break in, he more than held his own.
As a rookie, he started 32 games, then kept building on his success, earning his coach's trust. Ultimately, he landed a really nice contract, and he has continued to play well.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Barnes outside. He feeds it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One of the premier above-the-rim players in the game, DeAndre Jordan, doing what he does best.
Utah leading by 11. And the pass to Favors. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Smith, the pass to Nowitzki. Barnes left side. Smith outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Rubio. To the inside, Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
If all fails, that's what you want to do. Get Ricky Rubio in a pick-and-roll situation. He thrives in it.
Mavericks trail by 12. Now Smith. Pass to Nowitzki. 3-pointer. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Mitchell against Matthews. Mitchell outside. Beyond the arc. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's foul number 2 for him. Doncic is checked in for Matthews.
Checking in for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Doncic kicks to Nowitzki. Over Favors. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Nowitzki's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Pass to Favors. Ingles against Barnes. Mitchell outside. Back to Ingles. And Utah again with the bucket.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Smith against Rubio. Favors passes to Mitchell. Cephalosha kicks to Ingles. The 3. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
And the basket by Rubio.
Timeout, timeout.
Rubio's got 12 points in just the second half.
For Rubio, he's someone who doesn't necessarily finish much at the rim, so hitting the floater, it's key.
And the Mavericks call time here. Ricky Rubio with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Smith kicks to Barnes. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. So it's the Mavericks now.
An all-around excellent defender. Favors can cover ground and suffocate shooters.
Ingles in the corner. Outside Favors. Doncic with the steal. Inside, Nowitzki, the pass to Doncic. Kicks it out to Nowitzki from outside the arc. Knocks it loose, but they'll get another chance. And that one's good, Barnes.
He smiles on these catch-and-shoot opportunities. Barnes very comfortable as a secondary scorer.
Utah leading by 8. Mitchell with it. Out to Favors. Now the pass to Rubio. Bounce pass from Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles can't get it to go.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
And that's a foul. It's called entobocephalosha. That's foul number 2 for him. Barnes against Ingles. Here's Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb. And now it's only a 5-point Utah lead.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
It's deflected. Floats one. A rebound by Mitchell. Utah leading by 5. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cephalosha. Kicks to Rubio. On the wing, Mitchell. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on. One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Rubio finds Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 9. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. Barea. Back to Powell. Here's Doncic. Good on the three-point shot.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Shooting for Utah, Raul Neto. 2 shots.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
Barnes can't get it to go. Here is Rubio. And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.